Hey everyone, here we are. We are back, and we are going to go over last night's Golden Globe Awards. There is a lot to get into. Um, mainly, mainly some upsets and some bullshit that occurred late last night after everything kind of aired and people had their time to go online and find little things to bitch about. So we'll get into all of that right now. Last episode, I went over the nominees for all of the movie categories and a couple of the TV categories. So let's jump into who won and some of the upsets. So first off, we'll just start big. Best motion picture drama. This was, I think, probably the biggest upset. We have Bohemian Rhapsody taking home the gold. It beat out my favorite to win, A Star Is Born. And while I'm at it, we'll just jump into it. So last night, a bunch of people took to Twitter and a couple other social media sites, and they were complaining that Bohemian shouldn't have won because Bryan Singer, who directed like 80% of it before he quit, had some allegations pop up when they were almost basically done with production. And I mean, why take this moment away from Rami Malek, from the producers, from why take everything away from guys that worked hard? Why? I mean, the craft service people, they worked hard. There's no need to take the moment away just because some jackass decided to do some disgusting, awful things. And I'm also not saying ignore it, but he was never mentioned last night. Nobody even came close to bringing up his name in their acceptance speeches. I mean, the whole thing was it's just a bunch of poo-poo. I mean, it's just gross. It's silly. There's just no need for it. Let these people enjoy the success of their hard work. I mean, it's just the whole thing is there's just no need for it. But anyway, next up, I'm just going to go down the list here. Best Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy, Green Book. Green Book took it home. Again, I do not believe this should be in the category. It is not a comedy. Comedic moments, sure, why not? But again, this is just one of the issues I have with the Golden Globes is they'll throw in movies in certain categories or certain people in certain categories just for them to win. I mean, just get rid of it. Just get rid of musical or comedy and the drama. Just give it 10. Just give it 10. Just like the Oscars, Even though the Oscars mathematically will never have 10 the way that the voting is done now. But Golden Globes, sure. Just give us 10 straight films. Give it one big winner. That way, it means more. Even though it's the Globes and it really shouldn't mean anything. But hey, again, we'll get into that another time. Here we go. One of the biggest upsets to me, personally, Best Actress, Motion Picture Drama. I mentioned earlier that I believed Glenn Close would be the one to take it home. She is, incredible in The Wife. If you have not seen The Wife, I suggest you get on that. But she beat out, the mother monster or whatever they want to call her, Lady Gaga. I thought she was a shoo-in, especially for the Globes, to win. But man, it is hard. It is hard to argue just how good Glenn Close was. Much deserved. Again, if it was up to me, I would have given it to Gaga just because, she's incredible. Maybe a little biased, but whatever. I don't care. Sue me. Next up, one of the other upsets. There's only a handful, but Rami Malek taking home Best Actor Motion Picture Drama. He beat out Bradley Cooper, who, again, I believed should have won. I think he deserved to win. I mean, the amount of energy and time he put into A Star Is Born was, I mean, it was incredible. Who knows? Maybe come SAG time or Critics' Choice, he'll win. But I mean, if I'm going to be honest, this kind of scares me. I think as of right now, Rami Malek is the favorite to win Best Actor at the Academy Awards. No offense to anybody else that gets nominated, but it's between him and Cooper, and right now I feel like it's going to be him. He's the favorite leading into it, so we'll just have to wait and see how that transpires. Next up, we have Best Performance by an Actress in a Motion Picture. Again, I mean, Olivia Colman, she took it home. She beat out Emily Blunt, who I thought was going to win for Mary Poppins, because it's Mary Poppins, it's Disney, and they're close to owning the world. So, I mean, again, Olivia Colman, she wasn't my favorite part of The Favorite. She's probably my least favorite, just because I mean, her character was annoying to me. It was just, I don't know. She just didn't resonate with me. But out of everybody else that was nominated, I mean, I can see why she won. If I put money on it last night, I would have said that Blunt would have taken it home because of the whole Disney thing. But Olivia Colman, she's going to be our new Queen Elizabeth. So I'm excited to see what she does in The Crown Season 3. And that's all I'm going to say, because, again, I do not like her in The Favorite. But one of my favorite moments from last night was Christian Bale winning for Best Actor, Musical or Comedy. Another thing that happened last night was everybody was surprised to learn that Bale is British, and very British. He is very hard to understand, and apparently nobody knew that. I mean, the dude's been acting since, I mean, whatever, like the late or early 90s, sorry. And nobody knew that he was British. I mean, come on. All the interviews that he does, I mean, yeah, he's Batman, but come on. Go watch an interview once in a while. Watch an award show. Jesus. But yeah, he was great. I mean, he was Dick Cheney. He sounded just like him. He looked just like him. He acted just like him. I mean, it was scary, and his whole little Satan comment at the end of his, I don't even want to call it a speech. He was just up there talking for 2 minutes, but saying that he needed Satan's help to teach him how to become Dick Cheney, and it's probably one of the better jokes that landed last night. But I mean, he beat out like Lin-Manuel Miranda, which he shouldn't even have been nominated. And then Viggo Mortensen, which I think he should have been in the drama category, and if he was, he probably would have won. So, again, Golden Globes, Hollywood Foreign Press, they are kind of, I don't want to say anything bad about them anymore, but next up we have Best Performance by an Actress, Supporting Role. Again, the supporting roles for acting, they kind of just, they don't separate like they do for just lead actor, actress. They kind of merge everything together. And again, if it was up to me, I would have given it to Claire Foy for First Man. I mean, she is incredible. She is my favorite. I love her. She hasn't had a single miss yet. But Regina King took it home last night for If Beale Street Could Talk, and deserving. You know, she did something. I said this last night, sorry. She did something in Beale Street that not many have been able to do this year. So I'm happy that the HFPA acknowledged that, and they gave it to her. And again, it's well deserved. I'm so happy that she won. But, you know, Claire Foy, come on, just make me happy one time. Anyway, next up we have Best Actor in a Supporting Role, and I mean this wasn't even Mahershala Ali, Green Book. I mean, come on, this wasn't even a question. This wasn't something to think about. You know, again, supporting lead. Take your pick, but no matter what category he was in, he was going to have a great shot to take it home. And I'm so happy that not only him but Green Book in general got a lot of love, and I am surprised that it got a lot of love because of everything else that's a little bit more new and fresh in everybody's mind. So again, I'm so happy that he took it home. Green Book, if you haven't seen it, go see it. Or if you don't want to go see it, go to Wikipedia. Next up, Best Director. Now this was something that, I mean, I don't want to say that I was upset by, but something that I kind of shook my head to, and that was Alfonso Cuarón for Roma. Roma is a foreign language film. It is out on Netflix right now. I said this the other day. I liked it, but it's not. I can see why some people love it as much as they do, and why it's so high on a lot of people's top 10s of the year. But it didn't hit me. It didn't resonate with me. It was just good. It wasn't great. It wasn't phenomenal. But as I could see a couple other, I can see why he won. It's kind of a breakthrough. It is beautifully directed, but if I had it my way again, Bradley Cooper. I give it to Bradley Cooper for A Star Is Born. Not only did the dude produce it, write it, lead in it, but he directed one hell of a film. I mean, you can just see it from the trailers or some of the clips that they released online. It is a beautifully done film, and it's dark, literally and figuratively. But I guess Roma just meant more to more people, and I'm not going to fault them for that. What else do we have here? Come on, load up. Here we go. All right, next up, Best Screenplay, and this one I was so happy for. We had Green Book win back-to-back awards last night. I think it was, I forgot who. I think it was Ali, and then the screenplay that took it home. Or I'm blanking out, but the screenplay, probably one of my favorite acceptance speeches of the night. Peter Farrelly on stage went over a little bit more, and if you are accustomed to award shows, if you go too long, they kind of play you off with some music. They'll never cut off the mic, but they'll kind of give you the finger and kind of tell you, hurry it up or we're going to cut you off. But last night they tried to play him off, and he straight up was like, don't do that, turn it off, I'm not done, turn it off. And he waited until they turned off the music, and bet your ass they turned it off and let him finish his speech. It was an incredible speech. I mean, well deserved. You can find the screenplay online if you want to read it, and you'll just see how beautifully written, how incredible it is. Not only the dialogue, but I mean the way he sets up the next scene, which is hard to do. And again, it wasn't only him that helped write the script, but I don't know, man. It was just, I don't have any words to describe how happy I am that Green Book took home this award. I would have been happy with Vice, The Favorite, also taking it home, but I mean, I don't know. I'm just losing words in general. What else do we got? Oh, here we go. Okay, so best animated picture. I'll make this quick. Into the Spider-Verse took it home. Don't know why. I mean, I can have a couple guesses. It just came out a couple weeks ago. It's groundbreaking animation. It's something different that we've never seen, but Incredibles or Wreck-It Ralph should have taken it home. I mean, Pixar rarely misses. They've maybe had one or two, but Wreck-It Ralph, before I saw Wreck-It Ralph, I thought Incredibles 2 was a shoo-in to win everything. And then I saw Wreck-It Ralph, and for whatever reason, I loved it. It just stuck with me. And God, I don't even know where to begin. The whole Disney princess, Disney stuff in general, there's about a 20-minute little piece in there. That alone, I thought, deserved to let it win everything. But hey, Into the Spider-Verse took it home. I can see why. Again, it's new, it's fresh, it's groundbreaking. So, I mean, whatever. I don't care. I mean, I care, but I don't care. Best Motion Picture, Foreign Language, Roma. That's all I'll say. One that made me extremely happy because I'm a big fan of his. Best Original Score, Justin Hurwitz. I mean, the dude him and Damien Chazelle are both extremely young. Chazelle said, from here until the end of time, whatever movie he makes, Mr. Hurwitz will be his composer, will be his music guy. And if you have a Spotify account or an iTunes, whatever, look up the First Man score. Just listen to it. It is insane. It is moving. It's chill worthy. And nothing else. None of the other nominees really did that. I mean, A Quiet Place, maybe, but dude, Justin Hurwitz is on a roll. Whiplash, La La Land, which don't even get me started on La La Land, but First Man score is one of the best. Don't be surprised to see him take it home February 24th, which is the day of the Oscars. I mean, I think it's a no-brainer. Just like our next category, which is Best Original Song. I said it last night. Are we surprised? I mean, Lady Gaga for Shallow. Also, I'll credit Mark Ronson, Anthony Rosamondo, and Andrew Wyatt. Shallow, I mean, it's going to win everything that it's nominated for. I wouldn't be surprised if A Star Is Born takes home 2 nominations at the Academy Awards. But Shallow is the one to beat. It is the one that will not be beat. And it is, I mean, again, no words. Spotify actually released a sneak preview of Shallow. They released it about a week and a half. About a week and a half before the movie premiered. And I listened to it nonstop. I probably didn't stop listening to it until the movie came out. So, I mean, again, much deserved. I'm extremely happy. I think that's everything for movies. Now we just have the television categories. Best Television Series Drama. The Americans won. I don't think it's ever won. I know it didn't really win a lot of Emmys in its run. I don't know about Globes. I'd have to double check, but I personally haven't seen it. But I can see why it won. Final season just aired, or is going to air, I believe. So it's kind of no, I think this was the final season. So it was kind of like a thank you for all your hard work and recognition that you never got. So we're going to give you this. Best Television Series Comedy. Now this took me by surprise. I thought Marvelous Mrs. Maisel was going to take it and ride off in the sunset. Rachel Brosnahan already won earlier But the Comiskey Method came out of nowhere and I think stole it away from Maisel. Again, another one I haven't seen, which is shocking. I mean, it's been on my queue forever. I think it's on Netflix, and I just haven't gotten around to it. But I mean, Barry was also nominated. Barry was another one that I really hoped would have taken it, but I knew it wasn't because I, honest to God, thought Mrs. Maisel was, and I'm really disappointed that it didn't. But hey, just kind of gives me more reason to watch Comiskey Method. Limited series, Assassination of Gianni Versace won. Don't really care. If you care, cool. Just I don't at the moment. So Best Actress Limited Series, Patricia Arquette for Escape at Dannemora. Best Performance by an Actor, Darren Criss for Assassination of Gianni Versace. Best Performance by an Actress, Television Series Drama, Sandra Oh for Killing Eve. She also was one of the hosts last night, and she was okay. That's all I'll say. One that here we go. Something that I thought was going to kind of go the same way, because it was kind of like this is a no-brainer, was Jason Bateman for Ozark. But my boy Richard Madden, King of the North, took it home for Bodyguard. If you have not seen Bodyguard, it is 6 episodes. It is on Netflix. It is absolutely insane. It is a lot of stuff may not happen, but I promise you will not be able to stop. You will get through the entire series in one sitting. Just on a Saturday, not working. Just throw that on in the morning and you'll finish it by lunchtime. It is absolutely insane. It is some of Madden's greatest work. And I hope the rumor is true that he might be our next Bond. James Bond, that is, sorry. And then I already mentioned it. Best Performance by an Actress, Television Series, Comedy, Rachel Brosnahan. I mean, she can do no wrong. She is perfect. I don't know how she is as funny as she is. I don't know how the script for Mrs. Maisel is as funny as it is. It is so quick. It's so witty. It's so out there. And dude, I couldn't do it. I really couldn't. Alison Brie was also nominated for Glow. I think any other year Alison Brie wins, but as long as Mrs. Maisel is on TV, nobody's beating it. Nobody's beating Brosnahan. Nobody's going to beat Bornstein. Well, somebody beat Bornstein last night. And I don't think I've gotten to that category yet, but she didn't win, and I'm kind of sad. Actor in a television series, musical comedy, Michael Douglas. The great and powerful Michael Douglas took it home for Comiskey Method. I thought Bill Hader was the shoo-in to win for Barry, but I guess Comiskey Method is that good that they're basically telling us watch this show, and I will. Actress supporting role, series, limited series, blah blah blah. Patricia Clarkson took it home. That was the one that she beat Alex Bornstein in for Sharp Objects. Sharp Objects is a very tough watch, and it will be an even tougher watch for some people. Some of the subject matter that they cover and they go over is, I mean, I loved it. I really liked it, not loved it, sorry, but it is kind of a I can't look at this at times type of show. And then we'll go over, what is this? Those other categories? It's not loading. Oh, here we go. Okay. supporting actor limited series, motion picture made for movie. Ben Whishaw for A Very English Scandal. Another show I haven't seen. He beat out Henry Winkler, who I thought was the favorite to take it home. Didn't, obviously, but oh well. And I think that is it. Those are all of your winners. And is there anything else? No, that's it. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to wait till next weekend. I think next Sunday is the Critics' Choice, I believe, or SAG. It's one of the two. I have to double check my calendar. Yes, I have a calendar for all of this stuff. So yeah, we'll go over the winners from the Critics' Choice and SAG when they both come out. Hopefully, there's no nonsense following any of that stuff like there was tonight. I mean, just stupid nonsense, silly, stupid nonsense. So, yeah, well, that's it for today. Please like, share, comment, do your thing. Let's get this thing going off. Let's get this thing going off. Yeah, I would really like that. I think you guys would too. So, that's it. Salutations for now, and see everybody later.